Oh, Sunday night. What's up? How was your weekend? If you look around, turn your head. Turn your little body around in a circle. That's 360 degrees. Turn around in a circle. Do you have anything to show for this weekend that you are proud of? Do you see any accomplishment? I see 3 thumbs ups. 9 thumbs up, 3 online. What's up, Chuck Peoples? How are you? Just did a live feed with Billy Bond from Perma Pastures. That was fun. JT, what's up? Israel, what's up? Byron Roberts, what's going on? JT, do you live here? You're the dude that lives here, comes around here with Neil? Is that you, or are you a different JT? Big O, what's up? Got 2 more raised bed carts and stuff planned. Right on. You got 2 more of the Tractor Supply wheel carts. Those are nice, man. Those are nice. Plus, you don't know what you don't know, right? So you plant some peppers or whatever on one end, and then you put lettuce on the other end. But you don't realize that you should have put the lettuce on the north side and the peppers on the south side. So when you realize that your peppers, could be shading your lettuce, but you have them planted the other direction, those carts with the wheels, you can just flip them around. Or you realize you shouldn't have planted them east to west, you should have planted them north to south. You can just rotate them around. You can totally change the entire orientation of your garden. Different JT, right on. Tradbo, what's up, man? Just discovered you this evening from Permapat. Yeah, I had a good time on there. Consider the ant. What's up, man? Or whoa, man. Shanghai shutdown deepens future supply chain woes. Be prepared. Does it? Does it? I mean, I don't know. Probably. But is it really? Is that what's doing it, or is it something else? Right? Is it something else? Your feed costs are all up and going up steadily. So did you plant any fodder trees? There's a lot of talk of, I can't afford to keep chickens. I'm in all these chicken groups and people are talking about getting less chickens. That sounds silly to me. With all the bird flu stuff and they're killing all these chickens, I brought in 100 chickens last week, 100 chickens before that, and I got another 100 on the way. So I'm growing chickens with the intention of selling egg-laying birds. And every couple months I'll have more coming online. We'll sell eggs if we have to or trade. We'll sell birds if we have to or trade. I use birds. If we don't eat them, we feed them to the dogs raw. Same with rabbits. I'm producing tons of rabbits, not because I want the meat. I can totally use the meat. I want the poop. I want the fertilizer. Witherspoon, what's up, man? Tattooed, what's up? Clave, what's going on? Damn, never considered gardening in the carts. So it looks like I have a project tomorrow. What are some good companion plants to put with peppers beside lettuce and spinach? Chuck, I don't know the answer to that. I just kind of plant all my shit. We put in jalapenos in a few different beds, and then we ended up really using a lot of jalapenos last year because Amanda cuts them up and makes cowboy candy with them. She also takes and wraps bacon around them. You can put a piece of duck inside them too. Works good with bacon around them. Do cream cheese if you want. I don't like cream cheese, but mozzarella, string cheese works awesome inside them. So we grew a bunch. This year we planted a ton more. And then I'm going to plant, in about 4 weeks, I'm going to plant more of them so that we get a big crop at one point and then we get more later. And then we go to the farmer's market. We're like, how much for all of your jalapenos? They're like, all of them? All of them. We have 100 gallons. Yeah, how much? So, I mean, we're growing more this year. Tyler, happy Easter. Jeff, what's going on, buddy? How are you? That's what I'm doing. I have a whole cart of jalapenos. Chuck, so you might get 6 in there. You might get 6. They get big. So it's like okra, too. We pickled a lot of okra. So I'll do a bunch of okra this year. But they get big. Like, they get big, man. It's a bush. And then I use mammoth jalapenos. So they're big. And then I use also cool jalapenos, which have no heat to them. No Scovilles, really. Jalapenos have not been spicy for 4 months. I don't know. Maybe you had COVID and can't taste it. Lone Star, what's going on? Visiting family in Spring Hill right now. We'll be passing through Camden tomorrow. Jeff, right on. The gates are open 9 to 5. I have 6 in a cart. I grew them the last 2 years. Perfect, man. Perfect. Perfect. Mine, because I don't really tamp my soil, they want to fall over. So I actually used some, I use these cages, like these frames that kind of hold them up. Not a tomato cage. It's kind of like more like a V, and it plugs in. I got them at Growers Supply, I think. Pretty cool. What do I think about microtechnology now? You mean Microtech knives? Microtech knives? I think that I have one in my pocket. I think they're out the fronts. And I know Tony. I have probably $100,000 worth of Microtech knives, like his customs, right? Tony Marfione, that's the name of the owner. Marfione Customs. I have customs. I don't have a lot of production. They're neat. The out the fronts, it's like a piece of jewelry, right? And that's what you're going to use it for. It's a terrible knife. Apparently, we have some thunder going on. The out the front, you'll snap the blade on them. They derail. It's neat. It's a letter opener. If you have some grandiose plan that you're going to come up and take out the sentry because you're going to pull the trigger and it's going to shoot in his neck, it's not going to work. It derails. They're folders, beefy. I can pry shit with this. I can dig shit with this. I never sharpen it, so I can still cut rope and cord because it's serrated. I do shit with this I should not do with a knife. But as far as the others, buy one because you want it. Don't buy one because you think it's going to last you till the end of the world. It's not the out the fronts. If that's what we're talking about, and that's kind of what they're famous for, is out the front. Received a large tool bag on Friday. What are the straps you use on these bags? Never seen or felt anything. We use Type 13. It is a life support rated webbing used in parachute harnesses. I usually grow Texas Red Hots. Good flavor, spice. They look cool because the peppers grow vertically instead of hanging down. Huh. Oh, they're like the little ones, the ornamentals. Maybe I have something like that. So we do jalapenos and we throw some red in there with it for color. This is cowboy candy. It's sweet. It is great on hamburgers. If you just having a nice ribeye on the plate, throw a couple of tongfuls of these on there and just gobble them down with your steak or on a hamburger, meatloaf, anything. They're delicious. Was 9/11 an inside job? I believe it was. Brandon. You have the dude that owned the building, right? The third tower that fell. What was that, Building 8? You have the dude who owned the building said, we pulled it. We demoed it. We took it down because there was structural damage. And then all of a sudden that dude went silent. You have investigators that were killed. There's there's all kinds of crazy shit. When they put when they brought Bush in to depose, they wouldn't go on record. None of it could be public. I mean, come on. That's right up there. Did Epstein really do it? With Ghislaine Maxwell went to court, how come 80% of the flight log couldn't be seen by the jurors? Because they protect their own. It's horseshit. Nanothermite. There you go. Gas does not melt steel beams. Roman numeral of 9/11. Look into that. Israel. There's some pretty compelling evidence that Israeli was there. The Israels. The 20-somethings in my family are completely engrossed in Ukraine nuclear war. Their attitude is completely defeated. Is it defeatist? Can we use it to motivate them, right? Because I grew up as a 1980s kid, right? I was in 5th grade when The Day After was on television. I saw Red Dawn in the movie theater. So we were always waiting for nuclear war, right? I actually got under the table and ducked and covered in school. So can we use that to motivate them, or are they truly defeated? If they are, you have to make the decision that they are not coming to you, right? If they're not storing preps at your place, my place is not where you're coming. If they're not willing to put in money and buy property so that you guys can get out of the city, but they're still, you're right. Are they really defeated, or is it that they're lazy and they don't want to put the money into prepping and farming? Right? Do we even have to call it prepping anymore? Right? Grandma called it Tuesday. Farmer, that's just normal every day. You get up when it's dark and you go take care of animals, right? That's just normal every day. So is it a bullshit excuse they're using so that they can still go and just buy, I don't know what they buy nowadays. Cartons of cigarettes, 6 packs of beer, a third cable package, another flat screen television, a third car in the driveway, even though there are only 2 people live in the house. What's the deal? What's the deal? Or is it just an excuse to not go to work? Why? Well, they're going to nuke us anyways. I might as well stop going to work. Well, if you believe that, stop going to work, motherfucker. See how that works out for you. When I started in EMS 27 years ago, lost that one, like a desk is going to keep us from being incinerated. Yeah. Thunder. Yeah, we're having some thunder. Can you guys hear it? The thunder is so loud it shakes the floor upstairs. It is now raining. I was thinking of buying the Microtech off John Wick knife. Reviews said it was bomb-proof. Is it? Let me ask you this: is it out the front? I've seen the John Wick, and I mean maybe there's another package. The package came in a little Pelican case, and the first ones came with actual gold coins, like real gold coins. So I don't know the answer to that, buddy. Just got vaccinated, guys. Just get vaccinated. Get vaccinated, is that what you're saying? Or vasectomized? When I started in EMS 27 years ago, I still had the civil defense rad meters. I may or may not have one stored away. Yeah, you can buy those, guys. If you want to buy a rad meter, there's some current modern technology out there, and it's not even very expensive if you want one. There's no telling what we're about to see here. Thought I was going to open this up, and I have a Microtech knife somewhere in here, and it's broken. It's from opening plastic boxes, and the goo got in there, and now the thing won't trigger right. It needs to go back in and have a cleanup done. Time for another. We have another Strider in the works. I thought we would have it already. I need to see what's up. Marina Abramovic and the rest report a cause. I'm talking up whatever is in opposition. I don't know what we're talking about there. Those SOE Striders look so good. They're very nice. Very, very nice. I have a few. They're very expensive. If that's you, hit me up. We can have a conversation about that. They're let's just say they start well over $1,000. So if that's not you, that's okay. Don't reach out. But if you want one, I do have a few Striders still available. I always retain some of them for the right people. Icebox too. It's all beautiful, all wood. I don't know what that is. Oh, you bought an icebox. That's cool. Josh, the wall's empty. The wall is empty. We're building a lot of stuff. It's just selling fast. I mean, it is selling so fast. We need to come together as one. Well, that's it. That's why they have all this division, right? They need to keep you divided. Republican, Democrat, black, white, gay, straight, for abortion, not for abortion, right? They have to keep you divided. They need you divided, fighting amongst yourselves, because if you have a conversation with each other, you will realize you all have the same common enemy, and you will pull them from the castle and eat them. They know this is happening. They've done enough insidious shit over the last years to you that they are in fear. You have major CEOs, thousands of them, stepping down from their companies. Why? because that's how they can take the cash payout and liquidate their stock legally. They're not holding their money in the US dollar. They're buying assets, helicopters, islands, yachts, because those things will still hold value no matter what currency they deal in. Why are they putting up all these extra barriers and all these armed guards? And why do all your politicians have so many gunmen around them and gun trucks and stuff, right? You can't defend yourself, but they can. You can't. They don't want you to have body armor, but they wear body armor every time they're out in public. They are scared of you because they do terrible shit to you. We should stop calling them the government and politicians and call them what they are, the ruling class. The overlords. Those are your overlords. You should look at this literally as the Hunger Games. Taking a ride out to Glamis or Dumont? No, I hate sand, man. I used to ride all the time. Used to ride Ocotillo, pole line out there, all over the place, Shell Reef. But I hate sand, man. Never put a fucking set of paddles on any of my bikes. I've never had paddles on any of my razors either. On a razor, I would. You have any ballistic blankets? No, I don't. No, we sell nylon tactical gear. I've been doing this 35 years. But we don't do any armor type stuff. Govern, controlment, mentality or mind. Literally, I agree with you. Politicians should be scared of the public. They should. They should be. Nothing's going to change until violence happens. I'm not volunteering for it. I'm not trying to incite you to it. But you can vote as hard as you want. All you're saying is, govern me harder, Daddy. Guillotine death stopped along with U.S. public hangings. Politicians are legit caught saying, if the public knew what we did. Yeah. Didn't Hillary Clinton say if he gets elected, we'll hang? Didn't he say, if I get elected, you'll be in prison? Did he put her in prison? He did not put her in prison. Did not put her in prison. What you should be asking yourself, since we're having the guillotine conversation, why did the Obama administration, what did they buy? Was it 18,000 or 80,000 guillotines? Modern day, stainless steel, chop your head off guillotines. Why did the Obama administration buy those? And where are they? Yeah, we need to do a don't trust the government. We need to do a make a politician scared again. We have one right now that says come and take it. It's a chicken with a mask over, and it has a big pointed beak built into the mask, and it says come and take it. Thanks for being back tonight. Spitting fire. You seemed frustrated last night. Despite YouTube, you'll soon get the audience you deserve. LW, I have the audience. I've been doing this for literally the beginning of YouTube. I have 26,000 people on YouTube right now. What a lot of people don't realize is that for the last 7 years, I've had 25,000. If you look at my views on my videos typically get about 1,000 views the first day, but recently, in the last few weeks, my videos get 500 views. I have people on the live feed that tell me when they go to look at my live feed, they have to accept this has extreme content or controversial content, right? I am being suppressed, right? But you always hear people talk about shadow banned. I am truly shadow banned. My Facebook page has had 700,000 followers on it for the last 6 years. People on YouTube constantly tell me, hey, I liked, subscribed, I clicked the button to see all your content, and I go back and I'm unsubscribed. They do not like what we say. Book 2 of 299 days. I would say we're in about book 3 or 4 right now. When the F cards come around and the F troops, that's about where I think we're close. You have them talking right now about the draft, right? Selective service. They have passed a law that if you talk to your child about not going, if they draft them right and you try to hide them, that's a crime. Imprisoned by 5 years, $500,000, 5 year, 50,000. I don't know what the numbers are. 5 years though, for you and him in prison. And it's not just your son anymore. They can draft your daughter, I believe. I believe that did pass. Your son and your daughter. And don't worry, if you're a conscientious objector, don't worry. You can work for FEMA. That's what they said. They tweeted it out. Selective Service put a tweet out a couple weeks ago about it. Why? Because they're getting you ready for it. They're conditioning you because they're telegraphing their punch, and they are going to do that. What better get even with Trump supporters than to send their kids to war? None of the people that make the decision to send your kids to war, none of their kids will go to war. Only yours. Had to subscribe. Oh, you had to resubscribe there. Yeah, fucking nuts. I'm on day 800 of 14 days to stop the spread. Oh, that's a good one. Stop getting notifications for YouTube Live. Time for lots of ammo. Lost original pic of my kids. Lost original pic of my kids. Philip Strother, what's up? They deleted 2 of my Facebook pages. Oh, I got you. I see what you're saying. Me and Chef had a problem finding the lives while live. Fucking nuts. Medi, what's up? Got a rubber buttstock on a back of an AR that says come and take it. I'd buy that shirt. Anyone reading 299 Days? Great set of books. You don't even have to read it. You can just listen to it on audiobooks. Glenn Tate. If you're not aware, he has a podcast called Prepping 2.0. You can find it on any podcast service. YouTube has stopped sending me YouTube notifications. Good evening. Jose, what's up, bud? Tyler Malloy, Coast Guard. What branch do you think would be the safest to join if they start a draft? I don't think you get to pick, do you? You mean to avoid being drafted? Yeah, probably Coast Guard. The transhumanism future. So Musk is heavily invested and pioneering the transhumanism stuff, right? But there's fucking thousands of videos of him saying we have to be very, very careful. It's very dangerous. It's way further along than we think it is. Living free in Tennessee. What's up? Kirby, what's going on? Hashtag SOE do the things. Has anybody used it? I see people doing it. I have a ton of people that send me photos, but they're not using the hashtag. What really happened at Waco Ruby Ridge? I mean, they killed a bunch of people. Killed a woman holding a child, right? Didn't they use Coast Guard as a second Marine Corps World War II? I don't know the answer to that. If you're asking it, I'm assuming that that is factual. Hendry, thanks for being here, man. I've been using it, but it doesn't show on the hashtag. I've noticed that too. I will go and look at some hashtags that I've used for years, and it's like they don't exist anymore. Ordered my belt and mag holder a week ago. My wife was like, when's it getting here? I had to tell her that his stuff is the best, and it takes time. It's not cheap shit. So a lot of times, guys, women will get them fucked up because they will take it upon themselves, and the email will start like this. We ordered this a week ago. I usually, when I see that, I just kill the order. And I reply, who is we? You got a mouse in your pocket? Do not have anybody contact me. And as a matter of fact, if this is your woman that we're talking about, I don't know who she is, but if that's the type, right? And you've had this conversation, tell her, please do not reach out to SOE. We generally won't even reply to it. When somebody reaches out to me from a different email account, because we have had ex-women and current women, I've never seen a dude do this in my 35 years. We have had women call up and want to cancel. And I sent an email to the order email address, and he says, I'm going through a divorce. Like, we've had that happen probably half a dozen times. So if you're emailing me about your order, make sure you're emailing me from your email address, and do not ever have your wife email me about your order. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, they all demonetized our follower hashtags, etc. Crazy. What's with the giraffes? J.M. Bagby. I hit a whole family of giraffes with my truck, and I just thought it was such a loss. I thought I would go ahead and spend the $10,000 a piece to have each one taxidermied. I don't know. I just thought they were neat, man. I didn't really hit them with a car. I also didn't kill them. I don't have a problem with killing them. A lot of people don't realize that the game reserves in Africa solely exist from people being able to go and occasionally maintain herds of animals. And when the Obama thing happened and the Cecil the Lion nonsense happened during the Obama administration, they passed something called the Lacey Act, and it made it very difficult for mostly rich white guys to go kill those animals in Africa. Do you know what happened there 30 days later? All of the big game hunting was pretty well shut down because of that. And they went around and they killed all of the lions. They killed every lion that was in those properties, in those reserves. And then they went around with helicopters and killed every elephant. Do you know what's there where those reserves were at the time? Looks like Monsanto row crops. Monsanto is there, and it's soybeans and corn and all kinds of nonsense. Why? Because their main source of income is shooting animals.